Everybody, welcome to Storm Talk. Away through News meteorologist Brian Good as we break down the latest setup here for the weekend and beyond. First off, as always the case, quick update on what's going on. There's that moisture plume. Made it into our area. It took a while to get here, but it got here, and boy did it get here. We had problems already this morning with so much heavy rain in the area. We'll look at totals in a second. Here's the setup. We're still dealing with that slanted flow. Still waiting for it to get pushed more horizontal. Now, the low pressure that was attached to this front, here's basically the front snaked like this, and there was a low attached to it up here in the Great Lakes. It's now way past the state of Maine. It dragged the northern part of it with it and made it more horizontal, but our area, not so much. And that was the problem with yesterday's rain chance, really, is, again, that it wasn't pulling and tugging on it enough to really see a dramatic increase in rain until this morning. So now the question is, when is it going to go horizontal? Because now we're stuck in this flow of anything out of Arkansas moving right into central Kentucky. And that's going to keep the flooding threat. In fact, Paducah already just issued, in fact, a flood warning out in that area. What will likely kick it and make it more horizontal in nature and likely push it more to the south would be this little kicker here, secondary impulse moving in across Chicagoland that should move in to Ohio later on today and tonight, and that should help at least flatten this flow out enough over our southern counties for later tonight and tomorrow to where it's not a direct discharge basically off the Gulf of Mexico. Becomes more of a challenge, and therefore the front eventually gets choked and is gone off the map by the time we head into Friday. Now, obviously I'm exercising some caution here on this because everything's been a lot slower to happen than what the models have indicated. So yes, we're still expecting that push to happen, and this is promising to at least see something else moving in to help that take place. So we're leaning in that direction of it being a situation where the rain chances will begin to fade out after today. One other issue to note is that, and you'll see this in the RPM, is that as we head into tomorrow afternoon, if we pick up enough heating out over Indiana and Kentucky tomorrow, if we do in fact have the front, say, snaked in this area, there will be some breaks in the clouds in our region, so some sunshine, I think easily upper 80s to near 90. But there could be a situation, depending on where this boundary is in Illinois, at that time tomorrow, there could be some outflow of thunderstorms that could work their way into our Indiana counties tomorrow evening. So right now the rain chance is low tomorrow, but be aware that we will have to watch the northern part of our area to see how this could influence our forecast on rain chance, especially for those of you north. Okay, having said that, the setup today is, again, the first batch. This is the most widespread batch we're going to have. It is now to the northeast, but notice we're getting back building that continues, especially with this particular band from Paducah, and that's aiming itself right into Louisville and Bullitt County. So unless it fades out, which is still possible, we're going to see repeated waves of heavy rain right into Louisville. Got to monitor this carefully throughout the day today. Otherwise, we should see it become more broken in nature as we begin to get that slanting, becoming more horizontal as the day wears on. But again, watch it with us. You've got the way the weather at. Keep an eye on that flow. If you don't see much change in that direction by, say, 3 or 4 o'clock today, we may already have some problems. So, all right, watch it. I'm going to say it 10 times so you guys get it stuck in your head. All right, since midnight, impressive rain, especially in our southern counties. In fact, the radar estimates over close to 2.5 inches of rain in portions of Grayson County near Litchfield. Here in the Louisville metro area, nothing shabby to talk about here. I mean, these are impressive totals. I mean, not far from 1.5 inches in Okolona. That looks to be the leader, as well as heading toward Billtown and Fern Creek area. But even in downtown, closing about 3/4 of an inch of rain. PRP got skipped, looks like, a couple spots there. But most areas, again, a good, even soaking rain took place. Now, Futurecast does show the first batch moving out. It does show that feeder band. You saw it there for a moment. But it moves it mainly south of Louisville and then fades it out to scattered activity about 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But if you live in this area, I'm going to outline everybody right through here. And actually, let me redraw this to match the current trends. If you live in this area, come on, pen. Here we go. My computer is not happy. All right. If you live in this general area, I'm going to again, I would be alert for potential for a flash flood warning that could be issued later on this morning or early today, this afternoon. All right. That's something we'll have to monitor tonight. Not as much coverage of rain, so we're going to drop the rain chance. Tomorrow, again, betting on the idea, and RPM's done pretty good on it being mainly in southern Kentucky where the boundary is, so it allows some sun to break in, sunshine breaks anyway. But then we got to watch our northern counties, so maybe some influence from that little wave there across central areas of Indiana. Okay, now let's advance into the weekend, because as we head into the weekend, By the way, Friday, a few thunderstorms possible, but I don't see much going on Friday at this point. But in the weekend, we've got the stronger front. Yesterday it was delayed nearly 24 hours. Today it sped up about 18 hours. So the models are still struggling with timing. So we're going to, again, exercise caution on the weekend timing. I will say that it looks like scattered activity during the day on Saturday. If you have plans Saturday, wouldn't cancel them. I think most areas will be fine. But Saturday night, toward midnight, or just after, somewhere in that window of, say, sunset through sunrise, Saturday night to Sunday is when we got to watch for thunderstorms to roll through. And then I'm going to keep a rain chance in all the way through Monday morning, just in case we see a lag in the models again to push us back into Monday. I'm hopeful we can take the 10% out, and in fact, Monday will be a beautiful day because by Monday afternoon, and really Tuesday, that cool, dry air is moving in. Forecast highs by Monday afternoon, upper 70s, perhaps even in the city, and lows Tuesday morning, 58 to 60 in the city, but a lot of 50s in surrounding areas. GFS and even the Canadian, which Canadian tends to be a little cool anyway, trying to hint at about 48 or 49 degree temp that could develop in some areas Tuesday or Wednesday morning. Wouldn't surprise me. Now, backtracking a little bit to Saturday, the NAM model is just now able to see the front on Saturday, so we're not able to get a good sampling yet of how this is going to evolve when it comes to severe potential. I know a lot of you are asking that question. I don't have the answers yet. I can tell you that this is Saturday afternoon, say 2 o'clock, so it's already picking up on the front and thunderstorm action into Illinois, Missouri. This looks to be a nighttime event for us, which usually is in our favor. There is some wind with it. The NAM does pick up on that pocket of marginal wind, 30 to close to 40 knots. Ahead of the front itself. Now the GFS can see the system, and it shows by later Saturday night those stronger winds, mainly north of Louisville. I think if there's going to be a marginal or slight risk that gets drawn later, they're probably going to draw it in this vicinity here of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and it may include Louisville. We'll be right on the edge here, but it does look to be marginal. We'll watch it carefully for the nighttime hours. Then after that, we get that beautiful weather I talked about. The humidity does come back as we head towards the 27th to 28th. 26th to 28th of August, so about a week or so from now. We do show moisture. This is the moisture in the atmosphere map being funneled back into the area, more thunderstorms. But once again, we're seeing another deep trough potentially impacting us the last couple of days of August. It's far out, so timing could change, but at least we're seeing that. In fact, GFS is showing a nice little dip in the temperatures again, 60s and 70s as we say goodbye to August on the last day over a good chunk of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes in the Northeast. All the heat being shoved to the west. I'm sure we'll see more of this as time goes on. All right, guys, be careful out there with the rain. Keep an eye on the trends. We will be as well, and we'll see you later today. Have a good one.